Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Light up, let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Did he even play? I don't know, but Cigar Lounge here where sometimes you get those weeks, there's nothing real exciting in the news. The only exciting thing in the news is we got it on the highest authority in our land that Timu Elmer Fudd, Tim Waltz, is a retard. That's about all I got. Yeah, it's come from the highest authority in our land. But with me, I got Germ. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
Pretty good. It seems like there's a little bit of a delay there, but I'm doing all right. Had a little bit of a long day, but I'll live. Dan, how are you doing?
Yeah, you're already spazzing out, Gorilla.
I'm still on kicking, not dead yet. It depends how Germ is.
Don't make us play the clip for you again, Dan.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I always crack you up, don't I, Germ?
Yep.
You know, I was going to evacuate you before I took out California, but now I'm thinking twice.
Well, misery loves company, Germ.
Here, I'm going to reload.
Reload?
He has to reset. He's fallen way behind already.
Okay.
But let's keep going. How you doing, PvP?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. The day's gone by fairly quickly. Work day done, so I'm in a good mood. So that's all fine and dandy.
All right, I'm back. All right, let's go ahead and say hi. Cynthia was the first in the chat. We hope you all enjoyed the live stream with us. Welcome, Scurvy. Welcome, welcome. He goes, howdy, fruitcakes.
Hey, Lemon.
And hey, Suzanne, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Well, say hi. Ow, you little bastard! God, not even 5 minutes into the stream and you're already biting me, you little bastard. All right,
Nice going, Tubbo Lord.
Yeah, that's right. Called you a Tubbo Lard. All right, buy some freaking Kung Pao Kitty here pretty damn soon. Just sit there and add the only if it's Tatas. I'm guessing that one was PvP or Germ.
Yeah, that was PvP.
That was me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about the show, so what else could I say really?
Let's see. And hey, Daniel's Hot Topics. Welcome. Sit there. You survived. You survived. That's a Star Wars reference for the Trekkies. Yeah. Everybody saying hello. And Jethro Strikes Back. I'm waiting for the other one to go get some cheeses up. If she has a secondary exit there, she's ready to bolt. But if there's like no other exit, or she freezes up and can't think of which way to run. No, the 100 it's set in way in the future there. The Earth was destroyed by a nuclear apocalypse there, and these 12 space stations came together to form what they call the Ark, but the Ark is dying, so they send these 100 juveniles that were convicted of a crime for survival because it wasn't supposed to be survivable for another 100 years, and they have to sit there and fight to survive on the ground. The first few seasons were actually pretty good. I kind of meandered off of it at season at the end of season 7 there.
That is one of the few mistakes William Shatner has ever made in his life. That show survived solely because of him live tweeting every episode.
And the other mistake being infamous Star Trek V.
I know a lot of people say they liked it.
Well, if you like dystopian sci-fi, yes, the 100 is your cup of tea. Or coffee.
All right, I'm back. Hello? You guys hear me?
Pickles.
Yeah.
We heard you.
Hey, Rizzo.
Hey, Starlight Star, thanks for joining up.
So I was told tonight's
Hey,
about
Charlotte, how's it going?
filtered open topics.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was just explaining to PvP what the 100 is, and Jerm was bitching about it. I'm surprised he didn't pick in the poll there that it's pre-1987, so it sucks.
Oh hell no! I like lots of old shows.
The what?
The 100.
The 100? The show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, I meant to put it post 1987. It's meant post 1987. I did that wrong.
Didn't that get canceled?
Yeah.
And ran for
It lasted 7 seasons.
Yeah, and well,
7 seasons.
I could do minor spoilers for the end of the show, but the question is on what the poll is so far. Is Gorilla going to do reviewers or watch parties for the show so far?
What was the 100 about again? Was
Yeah.
that the zombie
it's
show about people coming back to life?
No,
It's
it's
The
the
Walking
one where
Dead.
there's a nuclear. Yeah. No, it's screwed up. It's supposed to say post 1987. No, the 100 was the one where Earth had a nuclear apocalypse. That they're in the 12 space stations that were orbiting Earth had to come together to survive for the next 200 years until Earth could become habitable again. And every crime on the Ark was punishable by their. The Ark ends up is dying, so they send 100 juveniles to the ground to see if it's survivable after 100 years.
I would say this, that the first few episodes of that show were teen melodrama. I don't care for teen melodrama very much.
It doesn't get any better.
Then you must have hated Lord of the Flies.
I sucked at English in high school, okay? I barely passed it as is. I find it boring as hell.
Most people find things they don't want to learn about boring.
And
some English subjects were boring, but there's others that were very good, very fun to learn about.
Today's boring as tomorrow's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Charlotte says, "I'm doing all right, you fellas." I'm glad you're doing all right, Charlotte.
Yeah, doing okay,
when I
Charlotte.
looked it up, it says it's like 2014. Yes, yeah, I screwed that up.
Are you really doing okay?
Hey, Screwy. We got more than one chick. Let's not drive them away. But these two are badass ladies. They won't flee even a gorilla show. Yeah, hey, there's a reason I put the disclaimer up.
Hey, if you really want us to drive,
we
can talk politics.
Or better yet, just have Gorilla show his Gorilla Speedo image, and there you go. Cause nightmares.
That blind us all.
Hey, it's a cigar lounge. I usually stay on for a while. Though I am gonna see if I can get that security thing to go away from my laptop, so we can get better streams here.
Yeah, and Charlotte, and nothing's wrong with trying to see you in a nice bikini too.
I don't know. Well, girl, what's the first topic? I don't know about anybody else. I really there's I didn't really have not very much I've been listening to in the news. You know, we got the seditious six. They're all they're calling for some. There's things they threw some admiral under the bus there because they ordered a second strike on a speedboat to get all the survivors, and they're calling that a fucking war crime. Like that's never. Yeah.
There is no such thing as a war crime.
Only if you lose. And I'm actually surprised they're not going with the angle that Trump's violating international law by declaring a no-fly zone over Venezuela, which we all know that's pretty.
There are 3 countries who can declare whatever the fuck they want, as long as it doesn't have to do with the other 2. Russia, China, the United States. If you're not one of them, your opinion really doesn't matter in this world.
What the fuck does it matter if he named like we already learned that Trump doesn't do shit. He tried to rename the Gulf of Mexico, and the only way it got renamed is if you're in America on Google Maps, not actually anywhere else. It's still called the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, but
you can call a no-fly zone. I'm sorry, let me finish real quick there, boss, please. You know how I forget what I'm saying in the middle of talking, right? When I get interrupted. So what's the fucking point if you can call something or say something is something if it doesn't affect the rest of the world? He can say there's a no-fly zone, But that doesn't mean all the other countries. It's designated a no-fly zone. It's just America no-fly zone. So what the fuck does it matter?
Well,
it matters because he has Tomahawk missiles to enforce it.
Exactly.
yeah.
No, no-fly zone for America. He didn't say no-fly zone for any other country.
Well, they're obeying it.
Yeah,
It's only America. Like, you think he's going to shoot down an American that breaks the no-fly zone?
It'll be the first time out of the. No, but you understand
What?
why
You
got
cut
why
out.
he
You cut out on
renamed it
half
Gulf
the
of
shit you
America,
said.
right?
You didn't hear what you said, dude.
You do know why he changed the name to the Gulf of America, right?
Because he's a high school little bitch.
It all falls back on a UN resolution about land shelves standing out and oil gas leases there by there is so that it also with it being renamed to the Gulf of America,
It hasn't been renamed to the Gulf of America.
It automatically got rid of a lot of regulations there that were put in place under Obama and under Biden there.
It didn't do that, though. It's not renamed the Gulf of America. It's still the Gulf of Mexico for the rest of the world.
It's the Gulf of America to anyone who matters.
No, it's only to America.
As I said, to anyone who matters.
I matter. No, I matter, and I still think it's the Gulf of Mexico.
Well,
but you're not the one controlling the regulations. You're not the one controlling all these regulations.
What the fuck regulation has to do with the fact that someone calls something else? What regulation does that have to do with?
Because there's a lot of banning of the Gulf of Mexico.
You can make a claim on a Gulf, whether it's called A or B. If he wants to claim the Gulf of Mexico, he can claim the Gulf of Mexico. He doesn't have to rename it to claim any bullshit.
Well,
he did it because he's a little crybaby little bitch, and he wants to freaking just make big talking points. The real name of Gulf, like if you're on Google Earth, on any other country, it's called Gulf of Mexico. Even Google said, fuck you. Even Google said, fuck you, Trump.
Here, I'm getting
you can't rename something that has historical freaking naming. Like,
actually, it's only the Gulf of Mexico since the late 1800s.
Well, there you go. 1800s, long enough. What was it called before then? Nothing?
Just the Gulf, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. Why is it even a talking point? Why are we wasting our time talking about the Gulf or whatever the fuck?
You got brother.
Well, LDG, I'm just theorizing it out of my butt here, but probably before the Gulf of Mexico was either called the Gulf or part of the Caribbean Sea, probably that area was.
I believe it was part related to the Caribbean.
Now, if he really had balls, he would have renamed the Americas in its entirety, because technically the United States of America isn't America. It's just a form of America. Why don't you rename South America? You know what I mean? Rename Central America, you know, and maybe even make North America just cut out Canada.
Or just call it the United States of Anglo-Saxons. There,
well, we're making them the 51st state first, but.
And I could just hear Germ saying, "That's a great name, Sithan."
I prefer the imperial states.
So the Democrats knew exactly what they were doing because they interrupted Trump's presidency just enough to add 4 years to the point where he's so old right now. He's basically Biden. 2.0.
Well,
Now you're buying into a bunch of
CNN bullshit.
Trump is half the man he
He's been
was
listening to
4 years ago.
LDG's just listening
what evidence do you see that?
What evidence? The evidence that he sounds like a complete high school little bitch. The guy cares more about placing blame instead of fixing the problem. He cares more about saying
the problem.
I'm sorry, but Trump hasn't done one thing yet.
They're sitting there blocking everything that he's trying to do. Shut down the government for fucking
Trump hasn't
38 days. They're over just to give fucking illegals health care. That failed.
What is one thing? What's one thing that Trump did to make Americans great again?
Well, we'll start off by getting. They're starting to actually enforce our border and start getting rid of all these.
That doesn't make Americans great. My question was, what has he done to make Americans great again?
I was fucking
closing the border does not glow to. No, I'm sorry, Gorilla. Closing the border does not make Americans great. I have not received a raise in my pay grade. I have not received less taxes. I have not received anything that actually helps me because the border's closing. There's no job that I don't. What about glass? What about gas? Gas is not 90. Tell you what, when gas is 99 cents, come back to me.
It dropped over 70 cents here when I filled.
It's $3 over here. It's $3 dude. It's the same fucking expensive price as it was before.
It's $4.25 here, so fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
that's not Trump's fault.
Yeah,
the reason it's so goddamn high here is because we have a almost 60 cent gas tax per gallon, which is connected to inflation.
So, yeah, they always say inflation. So he hasn't actually lowered gas prices then. Okay, cool.
He's lowered it for
gas prices were
the vast majority
last year.
The gas prices are the same now than when they were when I had Biden.
Well, they're 70 cents cheaper here.
Still $3 over here a gallon. Still $3. I don't see under $2. I don't see 99 cents. I see the same price that I had when I had Biden.
Oh, so we were under Biden here. We're paying close to $4.60. So under Biden.
No, Biden it dropped down to $3. I've been keeping an eye on gas.
After it skyrocketed under him.
It did skyrocketed before him. It was skyrocketed when Trump was his first freaking term. It was $4.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
We never had $4.
We did. Dude, we had $4 gas during Trump's administration first time. I don't know what you're talking about. I kept an eye on gas. Yes, it skyrocketed in after the 90s and the 2000s plus, but it was still the same price when Trump was still president the first time. I was still paying $4 a fucking gallon. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you buying premium gas or something?
No, because companies freaking charge more. Period, dude. You live in a country where gas stations are across from each other. You always have price A, point B. It was like $3.90 something. I'm sorry, it wasn't exactly $4. You're right.
All right, here's the last 5 years. At this time, 5 years ago, under Trump, it was close to $2.11. That's the average gas prices. Then look here. This is where Biden
average
was inaugurated.
Gas prices,
and it jumped over to 502 here for quite a few months here. Then it dropped down, then went up, and now it's steadying out and it's lowering. I'm lowering here.
You say average. We have 50 states. We have 1,000 cities. We have freaking the average. So most people were living above that price, and some people were below. I mean, average is average. I want it everywhere. I want freaking companies not to be able to overcharge gas. Period.
Fine,
Well, then have your
LG.
states get rid of their fucking gas taxes and everything else. Because Minnesota, we have
everything is supply and demand. Then why does everybody have the same different prices in the same product?
Supply and demand differs from place to place.
Yeah, and LG, if you want to do the average gas price for German, it's $4.25 in this local area. For you, it's roughly $3 where you are. Well, it's split the difference. How much is it? About $3.75 then? National average then?
Okay, let's try something else. Let's try something in a world where gas isn't a thing, because ever since 2005, I haven't had the need to actually drive. So let's try fixing the price on things you actually purchase, or things that are actually critical of purchasing. Like, I don't know. Let me think about this for a second.
Groceries,
water, food, rent. No tax on tips, right? Oh, they say it's no tax on tips, but it's not really no tax on tips. It's actually less tax on some tips. That's what that is. It's less tax on some tips. It's not no tax on tips. They call it no tax on tips, but if you read it, it's not actually no tax on tips. It's less tax on some tips.
It's no payroll tax on tips up to $25,000.
On certain professions that have tips. So not only is it $25,000 cap, so only $25,000. So the average person needs to survive about $45,000 a year. So you got about half of that, right? Only 25,000, no tips. But then even that, it's only some jobs that have tips, not all jobs that have tips.
Yeah, but no job relies solely on tips. If you rely solely on tips, then you're dumbass there.
Well, welcome to being a waiter, my friend. If you say
Waiters
it's
still
no
have the base pay.
tax on tips, then that means it's no tax on all tips.
Every waiter and waitress in this country earns a base pay.
They make $2 and something cents an hour.
It's called a minimum wage, at least here in California. Every server.
No, there's no minimum wage. There's no minimum wage. You make $2 and like 45 cents an hour, and then the rest of your money comes to tips.
LDG.
How would you like to make $2 fucking an hour?
LDG. I worked in a restaurant. Every restaurant I've worked, a couple of restaurants I worked in, and every restaurant I know I talked to, they all pay the minimum wage, plus you get to keep your tips.
And not here, bro.
When they do
here,
that,
you make
that's generally in a situation.
No, up here it is.
That's generally in a situation where you are making $600-700 in tips a week, or that you're a minor.
We make $2.40
not only
an hour.
And LGG federal law stipulates that if they don't make enough money through their tips, yeah, they only have to pay $2.45 an hour there. But if their money does not make up the tips, what equivalent to at least minimum wage, then the
that's California
in their wages.
No, that's federal.
California.
That's everywhere.
That's not federal.
That's federal.
No, it isn't, because I was not making that at all.
That was 35 years ago, LDG.
Dude, that was back in 2003. That's like yesterday.
Okay.
You'll be how fast
okay, so
inflation
20
happens.
some fucking years ago.
You'll be how fast.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Young Buck, but like 20 years ago is most of people's yesterday.
All right, just a sec. I want to say welcome, JP's here. Welcome.
What up, JP?
Let's catch up on chats here. Nothing wrong with
Please
Speedos.
You haven't seen them on Gorilla yet.
Pull out the Speedos. Yeah. Come on, stupid damn fucking thing here. Gorilla is holding a cat plus what attracting ladies. Yeah, not that cat. I don't even know where he went. Sit there, it's coming in hot. Heck yeah, sit there, but I won't show myself in a bikini because because all the boys and girls will go after me. Oh, come on! That's how you get a couple million subs right there, Charlotte. Oh, please, I need to make it a lot. Charlotte wants to rent and just anticipate any bikini comments she may need to remove. Just joking, Charlotte.
So does this mean
laughing.
Charlotte? So Charlotte, you're not starting your fan page anytime soon.
Fans only page is what it's called. PvP.
Only fans.
Yeah, you're not starting your fan page anytime soon. Anybody that knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, maybe he renamed the golf. Maybe he renamed the golf just to piss off LDG. Yeah,
No, he renamed the Department of Defense, Department of War, but he didn't say that the name is still the Department of Defense. It's not actually renamed the Department of War. He just gave it a nickname.
No sympathy for LDG. Charlotte, no sympathy for LDG. No sympathy. Yeah, taxes are getting lowered there. They got that codified into actual law. The food, yeah, I've noticed my prices are going down there. Food price to show the price of the gas. Yeah, I did show the gas prices, and apparently PvP are fucked up. It took all your windows down. And how about a proper wage instead of this bullshit tipping? Well, yeah, the tipping culture's come so outrageous. Even the robots are asking for fucking tips. Some guy went to a completely automated McDonald's there where everything was automated, and it asked for a fucking tip.
Well, you have to tip the guy who's keeping all the equipment running.
This tipping culture's just gotten out of control.
Well, that's what you wanted. That's what you voted for.
What guy? It was a whole robot.
What you voted for, dude?
That was in fucking Biden's era that I seen that video. So that'd be I didn't vote for fucking Biden.
You voted for Trump, and Trump's still allowing that shit to happen.
You can't change overnight. It's been less than a year.
Yes, of course it can change overnight. Yes, it can.
All right.
Only in
LDG,
your little fantasy world.
I want you to take an aircraft carrier.
You think anything in politics changes overnight? Wow, I never heard that theory ever from anyone.
No, politics can't change overnight. The people have the power to change things overnight. That's why we made the government's job so goddamn hard. So they can't change things overnight, but we can change things tomorrow morning.
And how do you propose to do that exactly? And
somebody fucking become Spartacus and fucking actually stand up for what's right and do something about it.
Okay, Spartacus is a great
You know what happened to Spartacus, right?
Yeah, you know what happened.
Yes, you have to die to fucking make change. That's why I'm willing to die for your free speech.
Well, go
yes,
for it.
Sir, I know that.
Go for it.
I've been going for it.
Well, LDG is not quite there yet.
Hey, I'm too old and comfortable to sacrifice my life for some bullshit.
Well, that's what I mean.
But you put value on your life. That's what I'm saying. It's if you don't give a shit, that's fine. Well, yeah, I don't.
Oh, I give a shit. But I'm not going to try and solve problems in a self-destructive manner.
Yeah,
self-destructive isn't self-destructive if you actually change the course of history.
Well, that's sort of the point. What's going on nowadays? People have become
Are you saying that? Are you saying that Albert? Are you saying that freaking what's his name? Shit, God, I can't. Not in time for my brain fart right now. Are you saying Abraham Lincoln was self-destructive? You're saying that, Martin Luther King Jr. was self-destructive?
LDG, I never said anything like that, and please don't.
I know you didn't. I'm saying, are you saying that?
If you put words in my mouth, your credibility is slipping rapidly.
Stop saying I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm asking if that's what you said.
You
saying that somebody who stood up for their rights and got killed for it are freaking putting their God, I'm sorry. Unprepared conversation. Okay, never mind. Sorry, PvP. Forget everything I said. Oh God.
People have become too comfortable and too accustomed to a comforting life to risk their lives for something that's too risky to endanger their natural lives.
Hey. I have to work part-time on top of my pension just to survive. I'm not rich, and I probably never will be. Okay, so don't give me this crap just because you're a senior that you're rich and you own 10 houses and drive a big car, because that's a fantasy of bullshit. Because most seniors don't live like that. A lot of seniors have a really, really challenging day-to-day life.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like, people can say any kind of shit they want to. They can generalize till the cows come home and the chickens roost, but that doesn't make it true.
And Charlotte, unfortunately, you must be new here. Peace is not something we prescribe to.
Yeah. We like argument here, especially me. It's the only way things get different.
Yeah, sorry, Charlotte, but we do tend to usually get into the political rants here.
A little bit. Just a wee bit.
So basically, I lost that little argument idea I had a few seconds ago.
And what was that, Dan?
For some reason, I want to play some Megadeth right now.
I was just saying in general, life has become too comfortable. Not all people live comfortable lives, but in general, life has become too comfortable for people to actually take risks in life to give a damn to make major changes.
Well, nobody wants to die anymore.
I don't think that's exactly it. I think it's not that people are too comfortable, because I think a lot of people are not comfortable at all from what I've observed in recent years. Because things keep getting worse and worse. Inflation gets higher and higher, and there's lots of bullshit. Rents keep going up. Crime keeps going up. I mean, just the other day when I went to buy groceries at the local supermarket, there was this crazy bitch by the door when you're leaving the store, and she's going up and down, and she's squatting, and she's standing, and she's squatting, and she's standing. And I just walked by, I just glanced at her for a second. I'm like, oh, fuck, get some mental health care, baby. And of course, as I'm walking out the door, she goes, "Fuck you. Thank you, dear. Have a nice evening."
I guarantee you she was probably filming there to film people's reactions to her doing something retarded. It's the same thing with the people that were going to the stores and dumping a gallon of milk on themselves.
No. She didn't have no camera. She was holding bags, and she was just ranting like a lunatic, because she probably needs some.
That's all they have.
She needs some medication.
Yeah. And welcome, Dub Tracks. Welcome.
Hey, Dub Track.
Hey there.
Are they new?
Let's see. Come on. All right. So, Charlotte says OnlyFans. You guys would be interested. Baby.
You even have to ask that question, Charlotte? Come on.
Well, you need a credit card there first, PvP.
I
agree.
I have a debit card that acts exactly like a credit card, because when I charge stuff, it says credit, even though it's a debit. It's the same thing on my card.
I wouldn't use a debit card on a site like OnlyFans.
I probably wouldn't go on there anyway, because it's
Let's see,
I don't know, it's a little too weird for me.
Scurvy says, I agree with that. No tax on tips. That is a gimmick. That won't help. That does help when you do get tips, but I don't work in a job that gets tips anymore. Inflation under Trump so far is 2.7. I've heard it was lower than that. There, Scurvy, but I haven't been paying much attention to it. It raised from 4 to. It was a lot higher than that under Biden. I guarantee you that.
It is around 20%.
That's what we need. We need deflation.
Yeah. Let's see, that's pretty true, actually, says Dub. Though some economics say those inflation numbers are higher under Biden than that. Yeah. When a lot of stuff was doubling in price. I wouldn't just throw it out of the kids room there because it's closest. Because this room's closer than mine.
It's because
I was on stream when
the government thinks they can call that they did something. Inflation isn't the government. Inflation is the corporations that dictate inflation. It's not the government that can dictate inflation. It's the fucking companies.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is primarily the government.
They're not the ones charging the prices that dictate inflation.
Okay, LDG, basic supply and demand. They have to cover costs.
You can fake supply and demand. You can, don't you get it? Companies have found ways around all of
basic costs.
All
taxes
of it
go up. They have to charge more to cover their cost and taxes.
Say yes.
Oil goes up. They have to charge more for shipping.
Yes, but if people have more money, companies can charge more for selling simply on the basis they know that people are making more money. Inflation has nothing to do with the government.
LDG, I'll put inflation in crane-eating terms for you.
Didn't you not watch how they did Black Fridays now?
That is largely
a joke. No, because I've seen it for myself. Black Fridays are a fucking joke now. They only have a legal right to say they have to have lower costs. So if they have a sale that they normally do during the regular year, they can do that same exact sale during Black Friday and not break a law saying that they actually are charging things less. Even if it's something that costs $3, then now costs $2.99.
All right, I'm too sober for this shit. I'll be right back.
Dude, really? You're sober on your own stream? Fuck, dude. Like, the companies do this on purpose. I work for these companies. I know the tricks they play.
I work for these shit on purpose. More than 2 decades.
And they don't do honest detail. They don't do honest discounts anymore. Matter of fact, they upcharge their regular price just so they can give a discount to make it sound like they're giving a discount. They do this on purpose. They all do it. I've seen it. I've had to do it myself.
All right, LDG, with inflation, let me explain this to you. What the Federal Reserve.
And he's gone.
You're cutting out, and you're cutting out. You're cutting out. Repeat. Start from scratch. Start from scratch, Gorilla. You cut out.
And he's out.
He's out. Is he out?
He'll be back.
Okay, so he was cutting out real quick. I mean, it doesn't make a genius to realize that, like, inflation is easily solved if you're able to make the companies want to charge less for the same product. Technology dictates that you're supposed to be able to give the same thing. The advances in technology, right? The whole point of technology is to make the same thing more available to more people for the less amount of cost. So that means any advantage in technology should make things cheaper and available for more people. But why are we seeing the opposite? And why are we having people defend that opposite?
Because technological development is not across the board. It is applied very specifically to very specific points in life.
I love you, Rezo, but your words just sound good when you put them back to back. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like an advancement in...
How much of that did you get?
We didn't get shit. I don't know, girl.
You said you like cut out like crazy, dude. It sounded like you were trying to make a point, but you just went like radio static.
Yeah. I want to say welcome to the gym. What I'm saying is the government keeps and the Federal Reserve keep printing money, devaluing the value of our dollar. It's also devaluing the value of our debt there. By them devaluing our dollar, it's price of inflation. The same thing that happened in Germany. It's the same thing that happened in Zimbabwe.
Well, why is it though?
Okay,
I agree, but why is it lowering the price? No. You're not getting to the core. Like, do you have a degree in economics? Because you would be able to answer this question. Why does it lower the price of the dollar? It doesn't lower the price of the dollar automatically.
The volume.
No, I don't. But I have a little bit more information than you do, I think, right now. because when you keep
Well, I'm not
printing
the one
money,
sounding like a
the
retard.
only reason why it inflates is because companies know that more people have more money, which affects what they calculate as supply and demand, so they can charge more. You realize that 75% of companies are actually charging 100 to 200% more for their product than it actually costs to make. And that's what your inflation is. Okay, they're only charging more because they know people are willing to pay it,
Okay, let
not
me ask you a
because of
question.
what
What's backing
the
our
free
dollar?
economy is. A free economy is supposed to allow companies to say it only costs 99 cents to do this, so we're going to charge $1.10. But in today's world, they say people can afford $2.50 for the same thing that we could make money off of just charging $1.10. So we're going to charge at $2.50. That's why we have vending machines that change the price of a soda based on the temperature, not the price of actual supply and demand,
All right,
or the
let me ask
cost
you a
of creating
question.
a soda.
Let me ask you a question. What is backing our dollar? What's to say that our dollar is any good? What is backing it?
Well, that's if you believe something has to back the dollar. We live in the world of digital money right now. There's nothing backing actual money today. Banks can make their own money. Companies can print their own money right now. They can literally use the money they're making to make more money, and they still charge the inflated costs for the regular services.
That's the problem.
That is a problem. Companies should be able to make this machine work and say, okay, we have this machine. We know how to make money out of money. As long as we're making money, we know how to make more money for the money we made. Then that money should go into making the actual product cheaper because supply and demand is now countered. But they don't see it that way. They just want to say, oh, it's because of XYZ. So, you're willing to pay $2.50 for something, even though we could pay everybody and make profit off $1.10. We're going to sell it for $2.50 because we know that's what the average person is going to pay. And all that does is drive us into poverty and create a segmentation of status and who can afford an actual soda.
No, everything is based on scarcity there, and our dollars are just get thrown women in. You ever wonder why there's so many? Why we send all this money to other countries and that? It's so that they'd use our dollars. If they didn't use our dollars, then there would be nothing backing our dollars. The only thing that's backing our dollars is our guns. We did not have a large military there that people wouldn't use our money. They'd go use something else like the Chinese yen. The only reason
I'm sorry, Gorilla, but have you ran a business before?
Yes.
Have you ran a business before, like an actual business? Okay, so did you not say, okay, we can afford to charge this much, and you didn't do it because of what people would actually pay instead of what it was actually the merit, right? Trump talks about merit, right? Well, the merit is that you have an X amount of dollars to produce a product, right? It costs X amount of dollars to produce a product, and then you have to factor in, additional costs for R&D or profit, etc. But then they go above and beyond that and say, well, if someone's willing to pay $2.50, even though we could pay all our bills and have profit left over at $1.10. People are willing to pay $2.50, so we're just going to bump the price from $1.10 to $2.50 simply because we know people are desperate enough to pay it. That is wrong.
You do that in a situation where expansion would be unfeasible.
And then above and beyond all of that, then you have a company that says, wow, all these companies are ripping everybody off. We can survive and grow off selling something for $1.10. But if we ever dared go into business, we would be shut down and immediately shut down for trying to do so by the competition. So now you make it impossible for competition to survive.
There are companies out there that do that. Arizona, very few, Iced Tea.
Very few.
They've succeeded for more than 2 decades.
Very few. And very few, 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 and very Yeah, and then what happened to them?
Arizona iced tea is still going today.
Well, so there are very few like Arizona tea and Costco's hot dogs. There's a few of them out there, very, very, very few who are doing it, but it's not on a global scale. It's only a very select few that are actually making $1 by serving quality by the actual price instead of bowing down.
They do that because
inflation.
Arizona has realized they have reached likely their peak market saturation, and there is no growth. And if they started charging more, sales would drop because, again, they've capped out on their popularity, so there's no growth. So they've reached a natural equilibrium between.
And this is where the government's supposed to kick in. The government's supposed to benefit those who say, okay, I'll go into business and make sure I only charge what requires to actually pay everybody's bills and pay the product and to move forward. They don't even benefit those. You don't see anything benefiting companies to do that.
Okay.
There's no
the problem is
growth.
That most companies have not reached that natural equilibrium, and it's very hard to tell when you have reached that natural equilibrium. Arizona iced tea basically lucked out in figuring out their price point, their market saturation. And
because they're in a niche. They're in a very weird niche for iced tea.
And that helps them figure out that
equation. That for a gas station. Let me see a gas station doing.
There's a lot more market fluctuation in gas than there is in iced tea. So naturally, those companies can't come to that same conclusion.
Because you have every gas station that wants every single dollar they can squeeze from the freaking melon. You don't have gas stations making a stand like Costco's or Arizona iced tea. You don't see a gas station.
Do you know why those Costco hot dogs are the same price they have been for the last 25 years?
Because they figured out how to make their money up in other areas, which is a very smart
because it drives up the. While that hot dog has remained the same price for a quarter decade, the membership cost has gone up like 400%.
Well, no, not 400%, because Costco's is not that much. I have a Costco's card. It's not that expensive.
It was $9.99 a month when I was a Costco member back in the early 2000s. Now it's like
I was going to say like 20 years ago, and now it's only $29 a year.
Depending on which level you're at, probably, yes.
There's no levels, dude. There's just membership or not membership. So yeah, it's gone up, yes, but it's still affordable. $30 for a year of Costco's is affordable. That's still worth the money.
Yeah, but comparing that to where it was in the early 2000s, that's a 400% increase.
Yes, but you're still saving more than that. You go to Costco's, you expect to save money by buying in bulk. You still make out. Like the money still comes back to the person. If anything, the $9.99 back then was too low. Like I save $1 billion. I save so much money by going by Costco's. If I go to Publix, I can tell you I can save a gas tank of gas a month going to Costco's today, right now, than I am going to Publix. I still save that much money.
Yeah, I think you're missing the point, though. The point is that it's not the fact that you're saving by being a member of Costco. It's the fact that keeping the price point of the hot dog allowed them to drive up the price of the membership. So they continue to make more and more revenue from the membership. So they're not really losing.
They still
revenue.
have people buying.
They're gaining. Yeah, they're gaining the revenue from the increased membership.
They still have people buying the hot dogs. They still have people tipping the hot dog people. Like there are tips. You still have to tip those hot dog people.
Not in California. The Costco I go to in my local area, you don't have to tip anybody.
The Costco's I have, they still have a tip jar.
It's an option.
It's an option, but it should be. It always should be an option. Taxes should be an option.
All right, let's check. Let's check chats here. Dub Track here is giving us the peace signs there, and Charlotte says, "Heck yeah, PvP! I have a Patreon page."
There you go.
Terry says, Come on, you stupid fucking piece of shit. I think we would all agree that many items rose more than 8% through underbiting. Yeah, it did. PvP liberals were responsible for that, closing all the asylums. Yeah, down here, wasn't it under Reagan? Yeah, what's food items there? So was Venezuela really about drugs or oil? Mostly drugs.
Yeah, drugs
Something
another
to do
thing
with
too.
Russia. Yeah. Supply and demand doesn't really exist. I have seen tons of eggs get tossed into the trash rather than the price being lowered. Well, I can understand stores that they're trying to get their money.
Yep.
There's a funny
money
thing
there,
about
but
that.
if it goes past the expiration date, with a lot of foods there, once it's past the expiration date, they're not allowed to sell them at all. So they're required by law to throw them.
Not without.
I see a lot of them here. They put reduced prices
consent.
on this stuff.
You can sell it with consent.
No, if it's past the.
They found it. Listen, I love you, but dear God, open your mind, Resolute.
They shut down.
Let me finish real quick.
Store here
I know that. I'm sure they did because they were idiots. They changed that because it's not expire date anymore. It's best buy date. So now they changed expiration date to best buy. In Florida, there is a stamp and it says the best sell by date. It doesn't mean expired. It means best buy date.
Best buy date. It said best buy X date since the 1970s.
Well, we had expired.
Yeah, but
I remember expired.
If I could talk for like 30 seconds, please.
Shoot.
Yeah, a supermarket is always going to be on the cautious side and cover their ass because they don't want to feed something to their customers that's going to make them sick, and then they're facing a
lawsuit.
Lawsuit, pushback, whatever. Because I mean, somebody might get food poisoning, and then they're going to tell a friend, and the other friend's going to tell more friends, and the other friends are going to tell more friends, and pretty soon that supermarket has a problem they have to deal with.
Yes, that's why they should break it down like they do with every other company, where you have the absolute expire date, and then you have a fresh expire date. Then that way it helps those who are less fortunate. So companies like Publix and grocery stores have a preferred buy date that people that want to come and pay top dollar and get that product for fresh, like fresh. And then you have a date that when it passes, you have to sell it for less. That way the people who are poor get slightly dated food that still isn't expired beyond a health risk.
It depends on the item. Like I often buy milk that's half price.
Yeah, milk, eggs.
3 or 4 days. But a lot of stuff they will just pull. They will just pull it.
They'll pull a lot of shit. They pull candy after Halloween.
Can I finish my fucking thought?
I'm sorry, dude. PvP. I'm trying to add to your conversation. I thought you were done. I thought you were done. I am sorry.
You didn't think I was done because I was still talking.
Don't call me a liar. I waited for you to stop.
There are such things up here called food banks, and a lot of poor people like myself go and use them once a month. And we get a lot of food, good food. The people, volunteers are wonderful folks. And, I get stuff that's not expired, but sometimes like the milk might be a week or 10 days away from its due date. But there are, ways that, poorer people can get food. So, don't put everything. I mean, actually, a lot of the supermarkets donate that product to the food bank. So, I'm not going to ever paint all the supermarkets as bad guys.
That would be nice if they all did it, though. Like, I get what you're saying there. Are you done, PvP, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah, I am, but I mean, there's no
Okay.
way to tell. There's no way to
I
tell.
agree with you.
There's no way to tell which ones because they don't go. I mean, let's face it. No supermarket's going to go. Oh, we love to give away free food at the end of the month. Like, no supermarket's going to admit that to their customers, right? Because their customers
Nope.
like go, well, why am I paying for it then? You know. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay, I just want to add to what you're saying, DVP. I agree with you. What you said, you made a good point, and yes, but this is where the government should come in and say, okay, if you companies want to like stick it to the consumer, and you want to like factor out, how expensive things are because of reasons, then that should go both ways, including expiring dates. So there should be a law that says if you serve food, there should be a expiry date and a B expiry date and an absolute expiry date. If you're gonna factor out like services for us, right? Like we charge extra for like, service now compared to service in a queue, and then service if it's long. Like they should do that with food and say, okay, there's a expiry date. After the A expiry date, the price has to drop by 30%, whatever it is, making it more affordable for those people who want to buy that same food, even though it's a couple weeks older, but still good. Like, why are the companies allowed to rip us off with premium service based on dates and based on bullshit analytics? But then when something comes in our favor that they have to make a discount, why are they not required to do that? Why can we not buy 2-week-old eggs for slightly discount than fresh eggs? You know what I mean?
If you want to eat 2-week-old eggs, go ahead. We'll film the subsequent food poisoning.
That you don't get food poisoning for 2-week-old eggs. We've had eggs last a month, more than a month. Dude, we have canned foods that last years, dude. Like they can factor it out. Just like your insurance, right? Like your health insurance, they factor out your health insurance. So you can't, oh, well, if I want like 3 root canals, I have to have 1 root canal this year. And then I have to wait for another year before I can have my second root canal at the discount price. Because if I have that all at once, like you should have it done, it costs more. So you have to factor out, oh, I can only do 1 tooth every year. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who knows what I'm talking about right now. I'm sure there's other people who know what I'm talking about right now. Your dental insurance says you can only do like X amount of dollars per year. So if you have times 2 that, you have to wait a whole year before you can have that done. So if they can play that bullshit on you, why can't we play bullshit on the avenues that would save us money? Like, for instance, somewhat stale and expired. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have that. You don't have grocery stores where you have, past fresh before expired prices.
Actually, they kind of do have something like that. The discount
Where?
Grocery outlet. But there's a place here called Grocery Outlet.
No. Sorry. Where is it everywhere? I don't want to hear about that one store I have to drive 25 miles to get to. Where is it everywhere?
It doesn't have to be Grocery Outlet.
We have
stores like it in every state.
It's a couple of days of the Best Buy date that I see it all over the place. I see it all over the place, LDG. You just gotta look.
Dude, I fucking look. You're not talking to an idiot right now just trying to get clicks for saying something. I look. The only discount you get at grocery stores or where I live is if you try to get fucking boxes when they're about to throw them out.
I will say
that's the only time I get a fucking discount. Because if I catch them when they're throwing out boxes, I can get a bunch of boxes for free if they're about to throw them out. But I can't get any food for free or discount if they're about to throw that out. I used to work for Kentucky Fried Chicken back in 1995. Okay? We used to walk home every night with buckets of KFC. And I mean, every single employee used to walk out with buckets of chicken for free rather than say,
that's called
discount on the last hour of no, let me finish. Just let me finish, and then you can rip me a new asshole
Hey,
if I'm
it's
wrong.
called an employee benefit right there.
No, because they took it away. Now, if you work at KFC, thank you. This is the point I was trying to get to. Because now they throw that fucking food away. They rather throw the food away than give it to its employees for free. When I used to walk home, I swear to God, dude, I swear to my parents' grave, I used to go home every night with an 8-piece meal for free. Every fucking night.
Okay, LDG, if you want to know what place near you that does this, go to Saks Grocery.
Okay, what are you saying? Like, go. Can you go
Saks,
further on what you're trying to say? You're just saying Saks. What should I expect at Saks?
Saks Grocery is a discount grocery outlet. They have less than fresh but not expired foods. They sell at a premium.
See, that's what you're talking about. So the 1%, the very few companies out there that figured out how to make this work, and that is awesome. I'm glad it still exists. But what I'm bitching about is that is not across the board. That should be law. That should be built in to all.
They are making
stores.
that.
Oh, here
They can do that discount because they're buying their product off of the mainline grocery stores when they are clearing out for new product.
Well, no, yeah, because they're buying the shit already past date.
All right.
So their fresh food is like slightly old food.
Yeah, LDG. The solution to your point is not more regulation like you want. The solution is just take away the tax deductible on throwing out food.
Okay, I don't necessarily want regulation. I'm against regulation. I don't like regulation. Let me clarify now that let me clarify now that you brought it out in the open. Yes, I could see how that you could think that I meant regulation across the board, and maybe we do need that right off the bat. But what we more need is to give companies. I don't believe in regulation. I don't believe in forcing people to do the right thing. I believe in benefiting people who choose to do the right thing. So they should have regulation that benefits those companies who choose to do it. You can't force a company to do something against their will. You have to make it beneficial for them so they want to do the right thing.
So take away their tax write-off. That's all you have to do is take away the tax write-off. Like
then why aren't you running for president then? Then let's go. If that's the answer, then let's go with that answer.
If you want, if I become president, I'm just fucking nuking everybody, ending everything. But all right, so
we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Hello, Jim, Gorilla.
I said hello to Jim. Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can hear you now, but you were saying something before then. We didn't hear whatever you were saying before then.
All right, I was saying hello to Jim. No, hey, if I run for president, I'm fucking just nuking everything, end it all.
Well, yeah, I'm with you on that too. I don't believe in death, so I'm totally down for nuking everybody. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. LDG reminds me of a friend, voice and all. He's a cool guy, and I love the discussion here. Well, LDG is your techno hippie that has done too much LSD in his day. I
just want things to work out for everybody.
Let's see. Inflation can have several causes, not just supply and demand. Interest rates, money supply, and government spending. Increased production costs, increased taxation, increased regulation. Yeah, exactly, right there.
Yes. Yes, that's additional cost.
That I put up there.
No, he's totally right. That's why I said they found reasons to. They found ways to get around supply and demand. It just proves that point. They call it different things like, oh, it costs more money to do X, Y, Z. No. You have all that written. These billion-dollar companies, they literally pay people more money than we make in a year to figure all this shit out ahead of time. Okay, they already know all of this that we're talking about right now. This is not new conversation. Okay, they know this already.
Yeah.
and they can still fix things. But the companies and corporations only care about their bottom dollar and how much they can actually make their stock options rise, and they're looking for the top dollar. Like how many movies do we got to see, right? Do you have to rewatch The Founder, or do you have to rewatch The Social Network, or do you have to rewatch any of those movies that showed how a company trying to do something right got screwed over by the BS, bureaucracy and one-sided capitalism that ended up ruining Macintosh, Steve Jobs, KFC, McDonald's, Facebook. How many movies do we got to see where we see this example where bullshit is what ruined it? Straight up ruined it. Do you know the guy who created? Do you know that?
All right.
The guy who came up with KFC
threw away.
Sorry, what?
Am I having a delay here?
Yeah, I think you are, dude. Because I'm trying not to overtalk on you. Yeah, I'm still. Hello.
Oops.
Gorilla, can you hear us?
Well, German, at this rate, looks like you have to take over reading the chats for Gorilla if he keeps cutting in and out like this.
I don't know, man.
He's back
I thought I got him a good computer, but I guess his internet connection is just two string and can.
All right.
Well, hello?
We'll see if
Gorilla?
that worked.
Hello?
We hear
Gorilla?
you.
Gorilla?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
we hear us, Gorilla.
Well, I'm telling you, I worked at a store, and I
Gorilla.
I can hear everybody here. I'm telling you, I worked at a grocery store, and I saw. I have been. I'm telling. Dump Track says I'm telling you, I worked at a grocery store. I saw how many eggs that they just threw away. Hey, LDG, do me a favor. Go to your bathroom, reach into your medicine cabinet, grab some Q-tips, and clean out your ears.
Gorilla, you're still answering like 2.5 seconds off when I say something, dude. You're still on a delay, dude. I'm sorry.
Well, he's doing okay for the rest of us.
Go ahead. I'm not saying anything. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, I worked at a grocery store. I saw how many eggs that just got threw away. So lowering the price, supply and demand is a lie. Well, they might not be able to sell them after a certain date. And then when I basically confronted them, they lowered the price to 70 cents a dozen. They had so many.
And
they're cutting out. They're cutting out again.
See, that's what I can't.
God damn it.
God damn.
Yeah, you make a point. I heard what you said. What? All right, hello.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The price might drop after the EBT change there. So the garbage snacks, if not, supply and demand is a joke. Well, it all depends.
Supply and demand is a joke. Who said that?
Let's see, egg prices. There, PvP. You want to read this one?
Cutting out.
Did you say something? Because you're
read the highlight in the chat. PvP.
Read this one.
Egg prices went back down when PBB cut back on eggnog. Oh, thank you,
Let's see. It's Costco, damn it, not Costco's. Well, I have none around here, so I don't know. Coca-Cola stock, Frito-Lay, all those types of stock should be. We'll see once it takes effect. That all these people are going to be fighting like hell to keep all their garbage. Yeah, it's illegal to sell. Yeah, no, that's why I told you, don't sell. The only way I could see a supermarket doing this is if the manufacturer gives them kickbacks on unsold eggs. So there goes the supply and demand. There could be all kinds of reasons for it because grocery stores only have a one.
Do that.
Yeah, most grocery stores only have like a 1% to 2% profit margin anyhow. And
what happens is they destroy
1% off nationwide sales 1% off $1 billion is a lot of money.
Okay, I'll tell you what's happening with those eggs. The eggs are being destroyed because they're unsafe to sell. The grocery store is getting a refund from the manufacturer to pull those off the shelves and destroy those. Because in the years I worked in food production, we spent millions of dollars going in and buying back the stuff that had reached the expiration date to pull that off the shelves. And what some did with that is they sold it to animal feed. So your Kroger's or whatever, they get the majority of their money back. The manufacturer gets the product back, and then they resell it to animal feed.
Yeah. Let's see. Leanna here says PvP has a handsome voice. Let's see. Some stores over order thinking that they will sell on most of it before it goes bad. Never be like some supply into. Some weeks you sell a lot more stuff. There's other weeks you don't sell nearly as much there. You cannot predict what people are going to buy because, like, recently I've been having an Egg Benedict's craving there, and I've been going and buying holiday sauce when I haven't bought holiday sauce ever. So it's simple as that. And no, they won't want to admit it. I'm not sure what. Let's talk about. Because that was 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it's 2% there. Let's see. Scurvy, I'm talking about hundreds of dozens of packs of eggs. What store keeps hundreds of cartons of eggs? Even our Walmart Tops has maybe 50 packs of eggs in there at one time, but that's for a whole week.
Yeah, the only time I've seen them destroy hundreds of packs of eggs is during a recall.
Yeah. Let's see. Sounds like poor management, frankly, when they're dumping too much. Yeah, exactly. You are not allowed to sell eggs past the date. Eggs last a while after the date, but because they don't want to get. That's a lawsuit asking to happen. Let's see. Give them the eggs then. Well, when eggs were $10 or whatever, they're playing a game of. No, what was that's partially inflation, but there's also was a bird flu going around where they had to kill 127 million of our egg laying chickens. Also,
yeah, and you want to know how many positive tests they had? It was under a dozen nationwide. And fucking bubblehead fucking Biden mandated that they destroy over 100 million birds. Then states like Washington and California kept on that well after the federal government backed off of it. So that's why out west you saw the prices go up higher while it was dropping over the rest of the nation. We are only now catching up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, okay. Chick-fil-A employees still walk home with the leftover food free. Yeah, it just depends on the restaurant. They're like, I always got to take free food home and all that. In a poll, it says any debate must have tatas grilled soak out. Oh, you don't want to see my sexy man boobs there, Scurry? You guys are welcome for that image.
I swear, if you lift your shirt, I am killing this stream. Why
do I have this awful feeling the only titties we're going to ever see on Gorilla's streams are his own?
Hey, my boobs are sexy.
Hey, Gorilla, what is your stripper name? We all want to know.
Oh, my God.
I'm guessing is it Randy Monkey or something like that? Randy Gorilla? Horny Gorilla?
Well, I would say this, PP, or Germ. Just be thankful he doesn't drop trow in front of us and show us his little member.
If that happens, My last act will be to take out the state of Minnesota.
Hey, as long as you take out the smallies with you. As long as you take out those smallies with you. And let's see,
long as
they
they're
are
in
not buying the food
the same state.
Yeah, they're all up in Murderapolis. They are not buying food.
Then I guess you can die happy.
State, bro. They are stewing right now. Let's see. Dub, I'm not saying they aren't wrong that the store overcharged on the eggs. What I'm saying is there could be other reasons for all that waste at some stores. Yeah, exactly. And sit there. Yeah. This one is targeted at you.
There we go.
If you
Did you ever hear about premature ejaculation conference? It's sad. And they get canceled. Everyone came early. Oh my god. Why'd you have to make me read that, Gorilla?
Well, he said that was
because I thought that was for you.
We finally got a worse joke than yours, Sith Dan.
Yeah. And welcome, FKHC 2005. Welcome. Also, it depends if they had to pay the producers at a higher price and the grocery store has to raise them. Yeah, exactly. It meant that I'm not saying you were wrong, Dub. It's basically laziness and probably kickbacks for manufacturers. But if a contract with the manufacturer says the company has to at least try to discount, then they don't. And they don't. It's price gouging. It all depends on what it costs them there. Production costs are not made up. No, they are not. I don't know the reason, but I suspect certain things and they are not moral. Well, nothing in this world is moral anymore. No.
If you want morality, go to church.
No doubt.
And even at church, you're not going to find morality.
Yeah. Let's see. Scurvy at some companies that work for one of the biggest claim to donate the food prior to the food going bad.
Some supermarkets actually do.
Yeah. And to an extent they do, but they'd rather toss it, I guess. Well, that's because they get a tax refund for it.
Well, I don't know about down there is different than here, but I have the independent grocery store about 3 blocks from here, and when I go there and buy groceries a lot of weeks, I will see the huge food truck from the food bank backing into the bay to load up a lot of food. So I know that's one store that does donate because I've seen the truck like 12 times or whatever over the years. So they do give away a lot of food that's like within a week or so of past its date. So yeah, good on them, I say.
Yeah.
It's not so much a tax deduction that they get. It is they are contracted with the food producer with a buyback program, and they get their money back that way. And then it's the manufacturer that will usually end up donating or selling it to, as I said, the animal feed or to whatever other purposes. There's dozens of different ways you can sell expired food.
Hey, Leanna, you want to stir my eggnog for me, don't
you? Leanna's making it. All right. Okay, so thanks for the kickback explanation. But if the contract says your company will discount them first, but you don't, then you discount and expire them in your system after the date, it should be illegal. Hi, Kroger. I don't know anything about Kroger, so I'm not mentioning about. Talk about contracts and kickbacks. Dub, all those wasted eggs is a shame. Well, they also claim to give to the poor for the public image. It's a lie. If people knew, the stock would dump 20%. Not necessarily. And hey, Drew, how's it going? And Leah's winking at you, PvP.
The donates. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, and Scurvy has got you quoted. now Scurvy's going to use that in every live stream there.
Oh, I'm sure he fucking will. Yes, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, but I'm gonna work on getting my laptop to stop giving me that damn security screen every time I try to log into StreamYards. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's your browser. I think that's your browser, not the laptop itself.
Yeah.
Maybe you got a bug in your browser.
So far, I asked if we. Yeah. So I asked in here in the poll if we cover the 100 so far with 15 votes. Holy crap! It just jumped up a bunch of votes. Do watch parties at 33%. Do reviews is at 20%, and only if it has titties is at 47%. Surprise! I guess totally understood by us.
Well, I picked the winning side tonight. I'm guessing.
They don't actually show the titties, but there's a lot of lesbian scenes in the movie.
Hey, no titties, it don't count.
I still want to finish the Twilight Zone first before we move on to any other show. Because it gets better and better towards the end of the series.
Well, I will say this: if you want to see Tata's the 100 version, just look up the 100 parody porn.
Maybe I want to make it the pre-saving Star Trek show.
So you're familiar with that, are you, Dan?
No, I'm just guessing.
Or do it before Landman.
Oh, I bet you are.
So there's always a porn parody.
You're putting more work on me, Gorilla.
Well, people like there's always a porn parody of something. I would not be surprised if it was a porn parody.
I'm gonna get my laptop up and going, and I'm
gonna get everything. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jeremy, if I do the watch parties there, I'm gonna get my laptop up and going. I'm gonna try a new website, but I gotta get that laptop to stop giving me that security screen first. I'll work on that after the stream tonight for a little bit.
Okay.
Or if we do the 100, it'd be after the Twilight Zone, maybe.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. As long as we finish the zone, because it does get better and better and better as it goes on. By the way, I don't buy this thing that people say eggs are $10. If eggs are $10, well, you're getting really screwed because.
No, that was a couple of years ago. That was a couple of years ago under the bird flu.
Even here, they're down to $10 for 5 dozen.
Oh, well, that's good. But I can buy a dozen eggs here for generally around $4, and if they're on sale, I can get them for like $3.
No, we can get ours for like $1.79 now, a dozen.
Yeah, it's not too bad for a dozen. Yeah.
Yeah, but for a while I was sitting there treating eggs like gold. I didn't cook a lot of stuff with eggs.
And I will say this: if you have your own chickens raising that are layers, you don't have to spend money on eggs hardly. You just have to spend money on chicken feed a few weeks at a time. You
don't even need to buy chicken feed, Dan. You get a few chickens there. You put up you put a little chicken coop out, and then you put a board down, and then every morning just go flip the board, and all the chickens will flock and start eating all the bugs that were underneath the board.
Sorry, did anybody?
Well, Gorilla, and maybe that's simple in your area, but here in our area, not really, because there's a lot of predators around. Here, there's foxes and coyotes around here, and you need some level of protection to protect your livestock.
You listen to my first part. You put a little cage around it, and you put a little like a fucking mesh netting above the caged area there. That'll protect your chickens.
You never dealt with coyotes before, have you?
What's the? Sorry,
chicken wire isn't gonna stop any coyote.
What are you guys talking about now?
Livestock and wild animals, and how they attack the farm animals to.
Where the hell did we get this conversation from? I thought we were talking about expired eggs.
From me talking about on my neck of the woods, we have a few chickens at our place that lay our eggs for us, and it doesn't cost anything except for the chicken feed we have to buy every few weeks.
So sit there, go out there, watch go out there, put a board down, Then in the morning, go flip the board and watch those chickens out. Go, they'll eat all those damn bugs there. You won't have to feed them with the chicken feed.
Or we could go. We could all like take a lesson from Campbell's Soup. Was it?
Oh, fuck that! Fuck that!
And 3D print our meat so it's cheaper.
LDG, if you want to put that shit in your body, go for it. I ain't put
Dude,
that
it's the
shit
same shit. Oh, listen, I don't want to hear from an arrogant, ignorant voice. Okay, 3D printed meat requires the meat to be real. 3D printed doesn't mean no. 3D printed meat does not mean what like Taco Bell does, and fill 40% of their food with filler. That's not 3D printed meat. 3D printed meat has to be printed from actual goddamn fucking meat.
Well, at that point, PvP, then you're talking about cloning chicken meat, cloning animals.
Everything's cloned. When you have a baby, that's a clone. When you have sex with a woman, you're creating a clone.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna switch to hard liquor.
For God's sakes, guys, come on. Let's not freaking water it down here. For Pete's sakes, every freaking baby is a clone of their parents.
Of two parents, not just one parent, LEG.
It doesn't matter. One parent is an equivalent of two previous parents.
So you're saying we were created in a laboratory, not in my mother's womb?
You were created in the laboratory of your mother's
I was
womb.
not.
Yes.
No, I was
not.
Let
me finish. PvP. PvP.
Oh, well, okay. When you stop talking over
me halfway.
people, I'll stop talking over you.
Meet me halfway. I am not talking for other people. I'm just talking for myself.
I'd love to find halfway.
You are grown in your mother's laboratory. Yes.
Yeah, it's called a womb, LDG.
It's called a womb or a
biological
test tube.
fact that a woman has. It's not a sterile laboratory.
Life has to take a certain road in order to exist. That road is equal within a womb or in a test tube. It's the same life. It's the same symbiotic, whatever you call that, mitosis of cells that happens A, within a woman's womb, or B, in a test tube. It's the same process.
Would be LDG. That would be true if you're talking about an in vitro. Cloning, there's no genetic distinction.
No, because because cloning of a single source is a single source after the previous source, which was a mother and father, took place. So you can clone before. You can clone from a mother and father, or you can clone from the son, which is the equivalent of a mother and father after the fact. It's still the same thing. Because the second that you're born,
except for the whole genetic aphasia.
No, but you still have that. That's what the next thing I was gonna say was, if you're gonna say genetic aphasia, you literally experience genetic aphasia after you're born. Every single cell can take its natural divergence or natural evolution beyond its DNA a second after you're born. How do you think you get diseases?
Hey, Jethro, do me a favor. Go bite them for me. Go bite them.
I will say this.
I think Jethro's going to have some trouble getting to Florida unless you buy him a plane ticket.
I'll pay for the plane ticket.
I will say this. How far are we?
When I go to Florida in January.
Tell me, how far away are we from the 6-day version of cloning technology and that type of technology? How far away are
I mean, as long as you're not filling. So there's two different types of cloning, right? So there's more than two different types of cloning, but like if you're filling like human DNA with like frog DNA and trying to like build a Jurassic Park, yeah, that's something else different, right? But if you're just building off a single gene and going from there, then you're going off that gene and going from there, which means that you're not introducing extraterrestrial or extra xenophobic DNA into the mix. You're just branching off a pre-existing DNA, which is basically the definition of what you are after you're born. After you're born, that's it. You got your mother, you got your father. Anything that happens after you're born is a genetic deviant.
Yeah, but cloning, you don't have a mother and father. You have one or the other.
Yeah, no, you still have mother and father. You just don't have them directly. You have them indirectly after the fact. In order to get the cell that you got to clone, you had to get to a mother and father. So you still have that. You just cloned it after the merge instead of before the merge. That's all the difference.
Well, PvP, if you want to be very technical, I'm maybe speaking on my ass, but you do need a egg and a sperm cell to create a clone, don't you? Or do you just need a DNA sample in general to make the clone?
You need a DNA sample and an ovum.
You need a mother and father to create a complete genome. Once you have the complete genome, then you can splice upon that. You can't take a sperm. You can't clone somebody off the sperm alone. You just can't take a sperm and create. You have to clone somebody after a merge of a mother and father. You cannot clone somebody off an egg. You can't clone somebody off a sperm without introducing extra, like I said, extra species, without filling the gaps with like frog DNA.
LDG, I didn't say you needed one or the other. I said you needed both to create a clone if that's possible, unless I'm talking out of my ass on how a clone is created.
Sperm is incomplete, an egg is incomplete. When they're together, they're complete. Then you can clone off that. And the only way you can clone off half of that is if you fill in the DNA with some of
LDG, that's an in vitro.
And there's nothing wrong with clone. If life lets it happen, it's natural. Just because it's artificially induced doesn't matter. Gravity still follows the rules of physics. So does the rules of life. You cannot fake life. You can't you have to follow the rules of life. If life does not allow that cell to turn into a living being, it will not allow that. Just because you fucking did something in science doesn't mean shit. A star can only be a star if it has the right helium and the right chemistry of molecules and atoms and whatever. You can't make an artificial star that isn't a star. Like, you just can't do it. It doesn't work. Life doesn't work that way. You can't make bricks out of glass. I mean, it just doesn't work.
Well, LDG, well, then by that logic, then tell me, then how would you describe an artificial intelligence that reaches the level of human intellect, able to think and feel like a human, and then what do you call that? That's able to think and feel, and that basically has all the emotions of us.
We call it LDG.
Yeah, because artificial intelligence is built on the wrong words to begin with. It's not actually intelligence. AI is not intelligence. AI is a reproduction of what already existed and is on record. Artificial intelligence doesn't mean it's actually. If you're talking to Chat GPT like you think it's alive, you're fucking stupid. AI is not alive.
So what?
It's not actual intelligence.
I told you to go take a toaster bath.
Artificial intelligence is when you figure out how to make a brain cell out of carbon and metal. You make a brain that is made out of, man-made materials. That's true artificial intelligence. When you make a person out of metal, that is artificial intelligence. AI is not artificial intelligence. It's different. It's not it's not intelligent. It's not sentient at all.
I'm using a general term for AI because that's the general term what AI is used in.
Thanks for being here, Dub Track. Sorry, I got a little crazy for you.
Yeah,
I enjoy it though.
All right. Yeah, it's getting close to quitting time anyhow. But Scurvy says eggs are around $3 a dozen around where I am, but I think they prefer to $8 being a few years ago. Yeah, but if you're paying $3 a dozen, you might as well go to a farmer there and get fresh out of the ass chicken eggs. They're eggs from them for $3 a dozen.
Take it from the guy who knows about getting it fresh out of the ass.
Hey, I go to get eggs.
I'm sorry. You walked into that one, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have no
Let's see,
experience of how fresh getting out of the ass is. I have no experience in that whatsoever.
You've never had a farm fresh egg.
The only experience I had of the only experience I have out of anything coming fresh out of the ass is called the flush button.
The what?
The flush. When I flush the toilet.
Well, yeah. Oh, I thought maybe you said flush like you got fucked in the ass or something.
You fucking asshole, dude. Screw you. I come on here trying to talk for people, and I'm trying to speak some real truth and have conversation, and your mind is up the ass, literally.
You do miss Gorilla's foot up. You don't miss having your foot up Gorilla's ass, do you not?
I do. My foot misses Gorilla so much.
I think Gorilla should play some of these Indian music for you too.
No, fuck you, PvP. Come on, dude. What the hell, man?
Yeah. Leon here. I saw PvP.
I already had 8 hours of torture from that shit. Thanks to Gorilla.
No, I'd say you need more. You need more.
I need that. Fuck you two. Okay, fuck you all. You all fucking. Do I not work enough for you guys? I sit here and I slave and I work to free you guys. I'm trying to build a platform so you guys can make universal based income. I'm trying to free speech and everything, and all you can do is just shove me up there. I know. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing. It's just.
So, in other words, LG officially announced it, and his foot is out of Gorilla's ass now. It's official.
Well, it's been, and my foot needs a vacation, even from a vacation.
Yeah, well, my ass misses your foot there, PV or LDG.
You heard it here, folks. Gorilla's ass likes a foot up it.
Well, I would say that's my more action Gorilla got probably in a long time, though.
Gorilla's ass misses my foot. You heard it here first, folks.
Hey, there's desperate Gorilla, but you don't need to go that far.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little bit too much there, buddy. You can get a cheap hooker for less, for God's sakes.
I got girlfriends, so let's see, Leanna here. I saw a huge
you? Wait, breaking news. Whoa, wait a second. You're just not going to skim over that. Breaking news. You got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
I've said it a couple times in the last couple weeks.
Oh,
girlfriend, booty call.
Exactly. Is it a girlfriend or is it a booty call? Or is she listening right now and you can't say anything? Just wink twice. The girlfriend.
No,
okay. Hey, congratulations. What country is she from?
Yeah.
Ironically, Somalia.
Somalia. She's from Somalia. Dude, I have bad news for you, bro.
Now, I do
Trump
have
has it out for your girlfriend.
Yeah, I do have a semi-question here. I'm serious. Tell me, is she trying to get into a relationship with you for a green card, or is she here legally, fully?
She's born here, you asshole.
Are you getting any benefits from marrying her?
Oh boy,
we're not on this ship anyhow. Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
No, you got it wrong. She is Gorilla's sugar mama.
Oh, he's the frickin' Mandingo. Hey, that's cool. No problem with that. Congratulations, Gorilla. I did not hear. It's my first time knowing about that. I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to make fun of you, but
let's see.
that's totally cool, dude.
Yeah. Let's see here. What the fuck? LDG, you have a strange view of the world. Nah, that's just all the LSD is taken.
What?
The Democrat
what? LDG, you have what of the world?
A strange view of the world.
A strange view of the world.
Yeah, who said that?
Dub.
Who said that? Dub.
Well, just Dub, your psychiatrist, your ex.
No, because Dub is correct. I do have a strange view of the world. I have this weird view where everybody can actually get along and we can actually move forward, no matter if you're Catholic, atheist, left, right, or otherwise. If that's weird, then I definitely have a weird point of view. Yes,
that's nearly impossible. LDG, someone's somewhere else.
Yeah,
it's only impossible.
That is the LSD talking.
So if you think everybody can get along, why don't you let us talk when you want to talk?
Okay, see, PvP, because some people like yourself think
we're
that
all
I'm
morons, right? We don't know. We don't have.
I am only trying to interject my own personality to enhance everybody else that's speaking.
So you're trying,
but most of the time,
trying to talk down to us because we're inferior.
That's you think I'm talking down to you, but you got to realize I'm talking down to everybody.
That's what I did realize. I realized that a long time
I realized I live in a world where most of us don't have a fucking clue what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Since I've been researching politics for years, I'm obviously a dumb asshole. So
you can research shit for decades and still have it. We've been researching gravity for centuries. We're still wrong about gravity.
I haven't heard anything you said tonight that was backed up by really meaningful facts.
Even I am not having proof. None of us are making sense. Don't you understand that? I only bring a different way of thinking. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that everybody is wrong, and we got to actually start having these weird avenues of discussion, and we have to question everybody's thought about what is real in order actually to get what's real. I'm not saying what I'm saying is right, but I'm definitely saying that none of us have the right fucking idea. All of us are wrong. All of us, including myself. Are you happy now? Are you happy that I said that?
Anyway, we need to get to the rest of this chat because we got to wrap this up. Gorilla, go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who believes that everybody is the same person, PvP. I might be wrong, but you know what? It sounds more right than half the other shit that I hear out there.
All right. So, Leanna is here, says the Democrat thinking, yeah. Good night, Germ Girls. Have a good night, Leon. They have banned clone meat here. Well, I hope so. The cells in my brain are dying just listening to LDG.
People, that's the one thing I guess. No matter how crazy I sound, is people enjoy hearing it. I guess.
Yeah. Booger says evening all. A long time no see. Haven't made a stream in a while. Well, we're glad you're here. Welcome, Oiler. Gorilla squeeze chickens to get fresh eggs daily. Someone has to. And I just logged in and fell into a fresh chicken ass conversation.
Well, thank God it wasn't a scrambled egg conversation.
Yeah, and Booger's also heard flesh. Booger's backing me up here. He also heard flesh, not flush. He heard it too. Yeah. LDG, if we were all the same person, then what number am I thinking of? Read my mind.
That doesn't make sense. Just because I'm you doesn't mean I'm actually you. It just means I'm the default version of you. Everybody's got their own point of view. That means that you're thinking different than I'm thinking, but we're still the same default soul. I just don't believe in other people.
Which explains why he's so arrogant.
Yeah. Hey, it's Scurvy.
Explains why most of us are arrogant.
No.
42.
No.
It has to be 42 because that's everything.
Whoops, wrong one. I don't even know why that was still up.
All right. Well, since Gorilla Pine wants to wrap up this stream, who wants to go first to own the little self promotion?
I do got a poll. I just gotta pop up the chat here. Come on, you stupid piece of shit. Let's see. Pop out chat. Order 66 says Scurvy. Then also, what number was it, Fabio Sit-In?
I'm not going to answer that because I'm not thinking about a number right now.
Okay, it said only if it has titties. 28% said do watch parties, and 17% do reviews. And we had one vote for it's post 1987, so it sucks. All right, so that's something we'll come back to in the new year, though. All right,
hey,
so
did you do a Men in Black? Do a Men in Black watch party recently?
Yeah, we
just did that.
I was gonna say I just started watching that again. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, but do you got anything you want to promote?
Yeah, if you want to live a better life and better future and try to change something, then follow freethenet.org or come hit me up at freethenet.org/underground and you can come check it out. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. Love you guys. Always a pleasure.
I'll also add to that freethenet.org/underground. If you want to be a guest on this asylum, please go to freethenet.org/underground. That's where we vet any future guests.
Yeah.
If you can deal with him,
yeah, there we go.
That's the benchmark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And since LDG has a photographic mind, he can pre-screen all the dick pics that he's gonna get.
Well, yeah, that's his payment for doing the screening. He gets all the free dick pics.
Yeah, I mean those are money right there.
Yeah, and I would say this. And I would say this: just by how much he gets, I would not be surprised if all he sees, he has to turn gay by seeing all that.
Well, I still remember he offered to have the one guy come to the backstage there and whip it out there because he had photographic memory there because we had an incident on Germ Stream.
Good Lord.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So PvP
can't remember Rusted something or other.
No, nothing to promote here. I might put an album up over the weekend, but I haven't decided yet. So nothing exciting to talk about on my channel.
All right, you sit there. You got anything?
Yeah. As for me and to the chat and the panel, sci-fi sit-in, you should cover different sci-fi TV shows and movies. I do my sci-fi watch parties usually on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and I do my live streams on my main channel usually on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. I do uploads on my main channel towards the end of the previous or the beginning of next week, and I am on other people's live streams like Resolute Germ or Girls Random Thoughts if they will art. They usually do the nice guys about that. I do have a secondary channel called Ultimate Source for Them. That one I cover Chinese anime or cartoons in general. And we're doing the slime animation. We're in the middle of season 3. It's an adult anime, not Rule 34. You have to be 18 plus to view that stuff. And I do the watch parties on Fridays, 8 p.m. Pacific time, usually after Girls Walton streams. And I do have a new channel called Sci-Fi Story. That where I cover histories or channel profiles on different sci-fi franchises. If you want to check that channel out, go ahead and check it out. If not, turn over to, I'm going to say Germs, since Gorilla is probably going to go dead last. I'll hand it over to Germ.
Yep. Tomorrow we have the Random Rant Round Table, 5 p.m. Then we will have Saving Star Trek pre-show watch party on Saturday, and Landman on Sunday, and Critters 2 on Monday.
All right. Thank you here. As for me, Twilight Zone on Thursday. There will be no Waltons on Friday night there because I'll be going to the cities. I think we'll do Jack Frost for Cinema Sunday, and then on next Tuesday we'll have another cigar lounge there. And you're welcome, Scurvy there. And if you ask what number, then you said you were not thinking of a number. No wonder we couldn't guess it. If you're sitting in a Faraday cage, that can't read my mind. So, just remember, LDG.
Look, here's the thing. Listen.
What?
Look, here's the thing. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Yes, LDG.
In that. No.
That's gonna be a soundbite. They're gonna put that to mariachi music.
No.
Hold up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, real quick, guys, if you haven't already been watching Bird of Prey 5 channel, we're almost finished the 4th replay of all the Bird of Prey Pet Life channel streams. In the next 4 hours scheduled is gonna be the replay of Bird of Prey 5 funeral, the funeral stream we did. So that'll be on Bird's channel. If you guys don't know, go ahead and go back to his channel tonight and put that on. It'll be happening in the next 4 hours.
Alrighty. Thank you. So, all right, everybody have a good night.
We've been stopping.